G'day legends, I hope that you're all doing well. Now, something you may or may not know about me is I actually have a brain tumour that I guess is slowly killing me. So last week I got an MRI. So I get normally a 3 or 6 monthly MRI scan on my head just to check up on this tumour and see how it's going, see if they can catch it and maybe do some level of intervention before it gets more serious. Although what you can actually do as interventions is very limited, and I talk about that in a lot of other stuff. But last week I had the MRI. I landed from America, and then like 45 minutes later from the airport I had to be in the MRI machine, and that took forever. I absolutely hate that. But I actually got my results last night off my neurosurgeon, my professor, and she's absolutely brilliant. I've dealt with a few neurosurgeons here and there, and some are very difficult and some are, really great, and she's fantastic. Now, I'm not saying that is their skills are difficult or great. They're all great, but some don't have the people skills like a normal GP might have. So that was very difficult for me in the beginning. Now, I was diagnosed with this on my return from Afghanistan and went through a really hard, point in my life dealing with this, because I was, really at the pinnacle of my life. Just in Afghanistan, I was doing promotion courses at work with the army. I was training for special forces. I'd gone to Europe and had a great time and all this, and then everything just came crashing down. That's where I put all the weight on. My mental health went to shit. And the only thing that really brought me out of that, at least in the beginning, was I raised in the hundreds of thousands of dollars for cancer research. So I've got a plaque on the wall here, and the actual OAM after my name on YouTube, the Willy OAM, that OAM is actually post-nominals to my name, Matthew Williams OAM. Those post-nominals are actually given to me off the Queen. So it's a Queen's Order of Australia medal. I never did any of this asking for anything in return. What I got in return was a real improvement in my mental health and my overall outcome. And this is where my social medias all started. So, we'll go into that and we'll close off the video with that. But if you'd like to support me, there's Patreon links and everything below, but never feel obliged to do that. And this will be the recording, but I can tell you now that the results were positive. G'day, Amal.
G'day, Matt. How you going?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. You're looking great.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Look like you're going to be on some Survivor show or something.
Oh, I know. It looks like I've been living on a bloody island in the middle of nowhere, like I'm castaway.
Yeah. So, how have you been? What's happening?
Yeah,
you're always up to something interesting.
Yeah, I've been well. I only just got back from America last week, so I've been working over there a bit. But before that, I was in Turkey and then Syria for the earthquake as well earlier this year.
Oh.
So I have been fairly busy.
So were you doing aid on the ground in Syria and Turkey?
No, I was actually I was reporting on the ground. So I was filming and doing some reporting on the ground, mostly in Turkey, but a couple of days over in Syria as well, under like special sort of visa entry into the rebel-held areas.
And what was that like?
Really intense. It's like the saddest thing that I've ever been to, because it just affects everyone.
Yeah.
And it was in some areas that were like poorer anyway, especially like the people in Syria have been at a war for well over a decade, and they sort of had nothing to begin with, and now the little they had is gone, and it's well over 50,000 people dead now. So it was I'd never seen that much death just everywhere. So it was pretty intense, but it was an experience I'm glad I had, if that makes sense. Like, I wish things like that didn't happen, but it's something that I think gives you a lot personally, like in a way. Yeah.
Who are you reporting for?
Myself. So I do. I basically film and then host it myself, and I get paid that way for it.
Yeah.
So
so anyone can pick it up.
Yeah, pretty much. So but.
So who did pick up the earthquake stories from you?
From me, the earthquake was hosted by myself. So I host on social media.
Yeah, right.
And then I can make money off advertisers through that.
Yeah.
So I've sort of gone away from trying to sell to larger companies, because I prefer to do it myself, and I think it's more authentic that way. Like, it's
Yeah.
the money for me definitely is better doing like selling to people, but
Yes.
then I don't have any control on where it goes, what they say, whatever.
Yeah.
So I like doing my
Yeah.
own thing. I enjoy
Absolutely.
that,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Because you were there, only you can tell, your story as accurately and authentically as possible, as you say.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And your health, you're not on any medication,
No medication.
Yeah.
Nothing's really changed for me at all.
Yeah, beautiful. And neither has your scan. So once
great.
again, looks exactly the same. Looking back, a couple of scans back, looks the same in size and in shape. Here it is. This is your latest scan. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is your latest scan from 11th of April, and this is back in April of last year, which of course is the same as
Great.
the ones prior as well.
Well, that's great news.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're sort of dipping our toes in water for longer intervals now, because this time we went for how long?
I think
October, November,
6
December,
months.
February, March. Yeah, 6 and a bit. Yeah, 6 months and
Yeah,
Good.
right.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if you're happy to keep going with that, if there's any change in symptoms, obviously we'll get something sooner, but all going well, we could probably go 6 to 7 months. Again, I don't know, maybe eventually after a few years we can go to yearly, but with all your travel and stuff, it's probably not a bad idea to just keep a close eye on things.
Yeah, no, I'm more than happy to get it looked at whenever.
Yeah.
It's easy for me. The only thing I've been having a little bit of problems with is I still get like, and it doesn't really worry me, but where the scar is on my head, I still get like the skin grabbing on it, and occasionally it feels like it grabs and then tears. Like I don't care. It's just that's the
Is it
only
painful?
thing.
Is it painful?
Sometimes, occasionally, but it's only like maybe once a fortnight I really get that. It just feels like the skin gets almost like stuck
onto the
yeah,
plate. Yeah,
like
where the bulb is.
it's no issue for me.
All right. Well, let's keep going with some more good news and book another one for you in another 6 or 7 months.
Perfect.
I bet.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot has changed. I suppose we first met when? 2018.
Yeah,
Coming up to our 5-year anniversary.
I know a lot's changed. A lot's changed, but the thing we didn't want to change hasn't changed. So that's
Indeed,
good.
indeed. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yes, for
And
sure.
your lovely, another change was that your lovely oncologist has retired. And so if we ever need to go back on a chemo, we'll get you another oncologist, but we don't have to worry about that now.
Well, for now, yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I did hear that he retired. So that's I hope he's enjoying it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm hearing he is. So it's good
great.
for him.
Great.
All right, Matt. So good to see you doing well and always up to some exciting adventures. And just saw my notes from last time. You're actually in Ukraine. So
Yeah, I've been a bit of everywhere recently. Bit of everywhere.
yes. Where to next?
I need to spend some time at home. I just want to chill at home for a bit.
Good on you. Yeah, good.
Get
good.
just back to normal home, because I spent all year away last year. I've done 3 or 4 international trips this year already.
Yes.
And it's April. I just need to chill, do some just homey stuff. Get my garden good. And then go from there.
Yeah.
Go from
Recharge the batteries. Yeah, good.
Literally.
Good balance between
sure.
adventures and excitement and a bit of reset.
Yeah.
For sure. All right.
Okay.
Good to see you, Matt.
Thank you,
Take
Emma.
care.
Have a great day.
Pleasure. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Now, something I think gets left out a little bit in this is this tumour will kill me. There's no ifs or buts. Unless something else happens to me, this will catch up to me. I had some people ask questions of, can this just disappear? Well, no. And, the doctors say we're very, very surprised that it's going this long without seeing much change or just little change. But there is no ifs or buts that this will catch up with me eventually. But I'm very lucky to be continuing with, life as it is. And I don't have any neurological deficit, which the doctors are very, very surprised by, as this tumour sits on my motor strip. It's on the left side, so it controls my right arm, right leg. This is why they can't cut it out. They can't operate on it as well, because typically if they operate, it could come back worse as well, and they could leave me with a deficit. So I actually had to make a decision back 2019 maybe to have a surgery and have a deficit and maybe get a few more years, or just sort of ride it out. And I chose shoulder to ride it out, which is seeming like the best decision currently. But things could change. Maybe we could do more chemotherapy. Until last night, I didn't actually know that chemo was still on the table. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Okay, thank you.